After copying WeChat and copying TikTok, it's the American technology giant's turn to copy China. According to Xinhua News Agency's August 25 report, with the rise of internet companies, Chinese technology giants have become commonplace in some areas to lead the international trend. Even the world-renowned Technological Innovation Center, Silicon Valley, in the United States often learns about Chinese creativity, and the French newspaper Figaro wrote it. The article, when Silicon Valley began to copy China, stated that after WeChat, TikTok, American technology giants are continuing to pay attention to online education in China. The successful experience in enterprise software and other fields should be studied and imitated in a timely manner. It is reported that with the development of the epidemic, online education has become a new trend. The industry predicts that the scale of China's online education market will maintain a steady growth trend in the next few years. The market size of the online education industry will exceed 540 billion yuan. The huge market demand will also give birth to a number of mature online education brands, such as mooc.com, NetEase Open Courses, etc. According to the company's data, as of August 18, there are a total of 11,032 online education-related companies in my country. In fact, plagiarism from well-known companies in the U.S. Science and Technology Innovation Center has been common for Chinese companies. As early as a few years ago, American Silicon Valley companies copied the successful experience of Chinese companies in social short video applications. Popular among them, the largest social platform in the United States. Facebook is the most prominent example of plagiarizing the ultimate idea, according to the World Wide Web report on March 7, 2019. Facebook CEO Zuckerberg officially announced on his social platform that the software will undergo a major strategic transformation. The new features such as private chat, payment, e-commerce announced on schedule, but very closely related to WeChat. In the same way, the local media even said that Facebook is becoming the next WeChat. Besides that, in the second half of 2018, Facebook also copied the features of TikTok to clone Lasso. However, due to the mediocre response in the market, it was far less than TikTok, which was closed in July of this year. However, Facebook's success with TikTok is still very hot. On August 5, the company's app Instagram was used in more than 50 countries, including the United States and India. The Reels function, which is very similar to TikTok, was launched with the aim of competing with TikTok through its large user base.
Government stealing technology from U.S. companies, or are you just saying that not from yours?
Congressman, I have no first-hand knowledge of any information stolen from Google.
Congressman, I think it's well documented that the Chinese government steals technology from American companies.
I'm sorry. I have heard many reports of that, and I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard many reports of it.
So of all the different products that Amazon carries, you haven't seen that in any of the companies that sell products on Amazon or your company yourself?
Oh, well, certainly there are knockoff products, if that's what you mean, and there are counterfeit products and all of that. But the Chinese, if the answer is the Chinese government stealing technology, that's the thing I've read reports of, but don't have personal experience with.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Zuckerberg, in March of 2012, you suggested by email to your management team that moving faster and copying other apps could, quote, prevent our competitors from getting footholds. Sheryl Sandberg responded that, quote, it is better to do more and move faster, especially if that means you don't have competitors build products that take some of our users. Facebook's product management director added that, quote, I would love to be far more aggressive and nimble in copying competitors. Has Facebook ever taken steps to prevent competitors from getting footholds by copying competitors?
Congresswoman, I view it as our job to understand what people are finding valuable in all of the services that they use. And certainly if someone...
Do you copy your competitors?
Congresswoman, we've certainly adapted features that others have let in, as have others copied and adapted features that.
I'm not concerned about others. I'm just asking you, Mr. Zuckerberg, since March of 2012, after that email conversation, how many competitors did Facebook end up copying?
Congresswoman, I can't give you a number of companies.
Is it less than 5?
Okay. Congresswoman, I don't know.
Less than 50? Any estimates? Your team was making a plan. How did it play out?
Congresswoman, I'm not sure I agree with the premise here. Our job is to make sure that we build the best services for people to connect with all the people they care about. And a lot of that is done by innovating and by building new things that are leading the way internally.
Thank you, Mr. Zuckerberg. Let me go on. Has Facebook ever threatened to clone the products of another company while also attempting to acquire that company?
Congresswoman, not that I recall.
And I'd like to just remind you that you are under oath, and there are quotes from Facebook's own documents. Prior to acquiring Instagram, Facebook began developing a similar product called Facebook Camera, correct?
Congresswoman, that's correct. I've said multiple times that we were competing in the space of building mobile cameras with Instagram. That's what they did at the time. Their competitive set was companies like what we were building with Facebook Camera and ViscoCam and PicPlease.
Thank you, Mr. Zuckerberg. Did